Hi. Oh, I didn't know I was live. All right. Hey, welcome to my Tuesday evening live card making tutorial. I'm Shelley Godby, and for 22 years, I've been teaching you how to create hand-stamped smiles through my YouTube videos, my Stamping Smiles blog, and my mailing list. We have some people who have checked in. Well, hello, Miss Nancy from Washington State and Miss Patricia. All right, so very excited. So tonight, what in the world are hybrid embossing folders? It sounds a little odd, doesn't it? Very cool. You can use the embossing folder, the 3D, so it gives a really great impression, and the dies together all at the same time. It's remarkable. So your image will be die cut and embossed. And we will use that this evening so I can show you how that magic happens. And it gets even better with thoughtful moments because we're going to be able to add ink to it. Life is good. All right, and so I'm having another drawing this evening, and I will share that in a little bit what the drawing will be for, so stick around. And how you get entered into that is leave me a fabulous comment, or at least say hello. All right, so let's have a look. Here we go. This is the hybrid, the Thoughtful Moments hybrid embossing folder. And we've got Miss Mary here from the Netherlands. Fantastic. And so this is from the January through April 2024. It's 2024. Can you believe it? Stampin' Up! Mini catalog. This starts Thursday. So in 2 days, Thursday, January 4th. Ordering from here will start then. And this is from there. And very excited about it. All right. So I'm trying to decide where to start because there are different elements to this card. Well, I'll tell you. Let's do this. I'm going to be using the Watercolor Melon stamp set. Now, this is one of the Celebration choices. Celebration 2024 special. And it's in this little catalog. And this starts the same time. And so this is one of the free with $50 purchases. There are a lot of free with 50 and I believe 3 free with 100. And it's like Christmas. The best time of year. Just love it. So like I said, let's start with some stamping. And I need to do, this worked out so well, what they did. And I just realized I didn't grab enough cardstock, but we will be okay because I can always get up, right? Okay. Oh, you know what I forgot to tell you about this? This is a distinctive stamp set, and that's Stampin' Up's patent pending process for developing stamps that give you this incredible depth and shading. Miss Nancy, okay, let's see. She says, you made the most beautiful cards. I have several stamp sets because of you. Oh, well, you know, I'm an enabler. Okay. And so, you know what? Seriously, I have to get up and get us something to stamp on. I can use this. Well, we'll start with this. I just think it is the coolest thing that Stampin' Up! Did because this watermelon punches out with this modern oval punch. We first saw this in the holiday catalog, the September through December catalog. Brilliant, another way to use a punch. And there's also another stamp set that coordinates with in the Spring Mini. Okay, so January through April 2024 Stampin' Up! Mini catalog is a mouthful. We're going to call it the Spring Mini. Okay, and there was a card in there I fell in love with in the Celebration catalog. I'm making that card a little easier and more vibrant colors. Their colors were a little dull, and you know, I like muted, but watermelons, I love watermelons. And everyone I've had has been nice and vibrant. Okay, and so, oh, Miss Tammy is checking in. Well, hi, Miss Tammy. Haven't talked with you in a while, so excited. All right, so let's go ahead. Oh, and as I was stamping this card, goodness, I had ink all over. So let's remember our stamping sleeves. And this is something, I was tired of messing up my handmade cards. I kid you not, how many times I got ink on the card, and sometimes even as I was sliding the envelope. And I told my mom, I said, I need something that's right handy because my craft desk, I just pile stuff up. When I'm creative, I can clean up anytime, right? But when I'm being creative, I just keep dragging stuff out, and so a towel would get lost. I certainly don't want anything wet on there. It's going to hurt my service, maybe get on my cards. And I said, I need something right here, and I explained what I wanted so I could just that and move on. Hey, Miss Terry, checking in from freezing New York. Oh. And then she decided that we should make these available to all of you. And so you can get these, if you'd like some too, at www.stampingsleeves.com. Okay, so let's go ahead. And the Shaded Spruce Classic Stampin' Pad, we're going to pick this up, slide that in, and see, I didn't yet, but that's a great opportunity to get ink on you. I know, I've done it. And then this is a photopolymer stamp set, and I have it on a clear mount block D. And so they come unmounted, and we just put it on the block and use them over and over and over. But these Stampin' Up! Blocks are fabulous. They have this ridge in here, so very, and smooth and rounded, very comfortable, no sharp edge to hang on to. All right, so let's stamp this straight up and down. You know, that's the beauty of doing what someone else has done, right? I'm taking one of their samples and remaking it. You take one of mine, make it more your own. That's the beauty of a Veil 2 case. All right, so the punch, you know, I didn't tell you what I did. Well, hello, Miss Linda. All right, so they store like this, nice and flat, with the picture on the end. But to open it, I recommend both thumbs, push that forward. And the Stampin' Up! Punches are so cool because we can stamp, then punch. Because if I punched out this oval and then tried to get it right on there, yeah, it wouldn't be pretty. And so I put this in here. And I'm just centering it, looking to see if the white all the way around it is even. And there it is. Fantastic. Doesn't that look so good? Wow. And that's what I'm talking about, that depth and the shading from one stamp. This didn't take 2 stamps. Hi, Miss Hippa Girl. Okay, so now I want 2 of the halves, and this works out so cool because we have the 2 different stamps, so I can get 2 colors. I can do the meat of it in 1 color, and yeah, I'm going to need another piece. Okay. Live is just so interesting. Every time I think I've got my act together, I find out I don't. What I have here, Sweet Sorbet Classic Stampin' Pad. So again, we're going to pick this up, slide that in, and just in case. And the red did stain it, but it didn't hurt a doggone thing. So let's come over here. Look at that shading. Again, it is just the coolest thing. All right, we're going to need another one of that. And then for our rind. Oh, okay. Trying not to sound surprised that I did a good job. All right, so now we'll take the punch. And if you really, I need to come down here and get a full one. But we will use that other part. And so I'm centering that in there. I'm turning it up so I can see, but let me turn it back so you can see. All right, and so that gives us the slice of it, and then we'll just take our paper snips. If you don't have these yet, you want these. You know, I have been doing this for 22 years, and for 22 years, these have been $10. They still are. Just wonderful snips. And let's cut all the way across. Nice and straight. Okay, so I need to do another one. I don't know if I'll be able to hang on to this and do that. Yeah, I need to grab another piece because that piece is, of course I cleaned up. So hold on, excuse me. I'll be right back. Oh. The paper was good and handy. Okay, so it was right there behind me. You know what, and honestly, are you loving this? I'm not loving it. I don't like that I got all the way down. So we're going to try this 2 more times. How about that? Okay, let's try this again. I think I started with the red. Let's start with the green this time. There we go. Oh, you can't see what I'm doing. Let's come up over here. Because to try to turn around and stamp on that other, I don't see that happening. We will be using this again in a minute, but let's just push, click, and put that aside. Quick swipe. Okay. Better that than on my clothes. So I just ink that. Let's come over here and come up just a little bit. Well, that's a little bit too high. Let's see if we can split the difference, huh? Do. Oh, better. All right, so we said one more time. I was wrong. Or two more times. Let's try one more time. You know, it's so crazy. The difference of, I guess, being live, because it worked really well while I was, you know, playing with it for the first time. Because sometimes there's a learning curve. And I thought I didn't have that learning curve. Oh, for Peter's sakes. Okay. Is anyone else feeling like, yep, I do that? Let's do the reverse. Let's do the green, then the red, right? All right. And let's not close it and get arrogant that I'm done. Okay, we're going to call that good. Go ahead and close these. Fantastic. We will be using that green in a little bit. And now, yeah, I don't want that one. My handy dandy paper snips. Okay, if you all could see me, you would know I am blushing and warm. I was chilled earlier, not anymore. Not anymore. There we go. I hope. There. There. Okay. And all because I thought I wanted, you know what, this one's starting to look pretty good. We will just stick with that and call it good. How about that? Okay. This one looks really good though. So one goes over top of the other. So, oh, and our greeting will hide some of it. So that'll be that one. All right, there we go. And then it has seeds in it, which I just really finishes the look. And I looked up what they used, but theirs was really muted, right? And they used, let's come in a little closer. They used basic gray, and I thought, no, pumpkin seeds are just really stand out. So we're going to use the Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad. And this has 3 seeds in just one, with the 3 super easy. And so we'll come over here. There we go. Really like the more vibrant. This one on a corner. There. Okay. All right, Miss Linda. Oh, you're doing great. Sometimes it's hard to be perfect. Don't I know it? No, thank you. I really appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I'm going to use this sketch plaid. Isn't this great? This is a big background stamp. And I have it on a nice big mount. And this is our largest, the F. Okay, so we have this fabulous tool. Oh, Miss Nancy says, I'm cold all the time. I sleep with 7 blankets. Oh my goodness. Yeah, that would be hard to roll over. Who needs a weighted blanket when you have that? This is the Stampin' Brayer, and it is in the January through April mini catalog too, and it's silicone. It is fabulous. So you can use this to ink up your big background stamps. But you know what? I will show you in a second the difference between with that and just doing it with our Shaded Spruce Classic Stampin' Pad. When we had the felt pads, I don't know if you remember those, that was a long time ago. I think I need to come out a little bit back. when we had those felt pads, it would leave a line on there, and so we used the rubber brayer. And then when Stampin' Up! Came out with this style pad, the firm foam, it's spongier. Oh my goodness, the coverage we get is just amazing. So you don't see the line anymore. And for me, this is really quick, but personally, I liked the results better. And look, see, I already have ink on me, which would end up on the card. So let's push. So easy to do. All right, and so then we take our cardstock, and it's going to be tone on tone, one of my favorite looks. And so I've got some shaded spruce cardstock here. So instead of putting the cardstock down and hovering over and hoping I get it straight and getting ink all over my table, we're going to leave it rubber side up. Now I do want to put this on here straight because I have lines, and then just a piece of scrap paper, lay that over top and rub all over. And so now I'm not getting ink on the table, on my hands, but able to get really good coverage. Miss Bonnie B, good evening from Indiana. Well, she's just below our state. I don't know if you all know this, I'm from Michigan. Okay, let's have a look. Look at that. That works out so doggone well, and the coverage is really good. So if you, and you know, there'd be nothing wrong with using the brayer. And if you do, it just wasn't quite as vibrant as this was. And so I decided to just eliminate that step. So here's the brayer, and see how much more vibrant? So it depends. Oh, Miss Bonnie. Well, I'm going to, yes. That's so sweet of you. She's asking you all to give my video a thumbs up, despite me being oh so human. And I sure appreciate that, and share it. Yes. All right. So we're getting the elements for this done, not completely, but we're getting there. And for this, the leftover piece, I want one of the leaves to cut out. And their sample, they cut out, oh, too many. Miss Nancy, but to be fair, I'm fighting breast cancer. Oh, I'm so sorry. So my husband went through chemo, so I'm guessing you are just colder than, I mean, there was just no warming that poor man up. So I'm thinking that must be what's going on with you. And if I'm wrong, and I'm sorry, but I sure understand. And so that was on that scrap piece that we had, you know, that was left over from needing to punch out the whole one. All right, and so then take the paper snips and trim around this. And you know, the secret with the scissors is turn the paper. Then you're not making a bunch of short little choppy cuts. You just turn your cardstock. You know, my face is still beet red. So, isn't that easy? I just went ahead and did get one done ahead of time. Oh, Miss Dolly says her mom loved watermelon. Girl, I eat a huge one. I came so big, I mean, ridiculously big. It's gone in 2 days. Yeah, I don't do moderation when it comes to watermelon very well. Okay, so we have all of our elements except for our greeting, and that's where I'm going to show you about the hybrid embossing folder. Just so stinking cool. All right, so this is the embossing folder. So you could just emboss all these greetings if you wanted, but when we add the coordinating die, and it's one big die, and then all of these fabulous little ones to coordinate with it that will die cut all those greetings. But we've got the flowers, the hearts, clouds, rainbow, and some leaves. And so this fits in here perfectly. And you put it on there and it clicks into place. It was a faint click, but it clicks and it doesn't move. And so have you ever seen anything so crazy in your life? These aren't new, but I'm finding out that some people don't understand these yet. They just don't understand quite how it works, and they're just so easy to work with. It's just amazing. Okay, so, but we're not ready for that now, because with this one, we can add an outline around it. And so I'm going to use the Tuxedo Black Memento ink pad. Oh, Miss Bonnie says, I love this embossing folder, so awesome. I know, it is just beyond exciting. And so we can do it one of two ways. And the brayer, you know, they showed with this. And when we had brayers before, they were rubber. Whenever I used the black, it stained it so badly. It looked so terrible. I had one just for black. Well, I did this earlier. It's silicone. I thought, I'm not going to hurt it. It's silicone. It's going to, you know, come right off. And I just went to my sink underwater, and it did. It came right off. And so, and this is really cool. I didn't understand at first because I didn't read. When I went back and looked in the catalog, it did tell us this is a kickstand. So after it's all inky, it's not going to roll away. It's not going to get ink on your crafting surface. I love the kickstand. And what happened was, because we have a tendency, well, it'd be easier if I'm not on here. When we're doing these, we turn them over for some reason. Well, we're going to get the same amount of ink no matter which direction we go. We don't need to turn it over. And it is so worth it to have that kickstand for the better, you know, to rest upon. That just makes me happy, as happy, I tell you, as knowing that it's silicone. And so I'm going to do the thinking of you. So let's roll this over it. And, you know, this is not a firm foam pad. It's not the same kind of coverage. So hopefully I got that good and inked. All right, and sitting on its kickstand, you gotta love it, gotta love it. Oh, that was handy, wasn't it? Okay, so this may seem odd, but it works. We're going to put the die on first. So we'll put the die on, get it clicked into place. There we go. And then I have some more basic white cardstock. And I don't think I talked to you about the basic white cardstock. I just started stamping. Whenever you're stamping on white cardstock, you absolutely want to use the basic white cardstock. It has a smooth, tight finish that gives you a crisp, clean image. And of course, that's what we want. We're doing all this and we want a crisp, clean image. So I'm going to set it on here. I could have done a larger piece, but I thought, why? And close it. So, okay, that happened, but it's okay, because the ink is underneath it. It was a little bit more challenging holding it in the corner. So Miss Carol, what happens if you ink it up with the ink pad? I did. What happened was, it was a little bit, I got ink more than on the top surface because I was smashing it onto the folder. So I had ink more than the outline. It wasn't horrible, but I think you'll like the results better with the brayer. All right, so now I need to build what's called a sandwich. And I've got my Stampin' Cut Emboss machine. We'll start with a plate number 1. And actually, we won't put anything else underneath it, not even a cutting pad, but we're okay because I'm in the embossing folder. I won't be cutting onto my surface. So let's try this again. Place this on here. Now, if I used a larger piece, that wouldn't happen. But all I need to do is hold it together while I turn it. And so we did the ink on the Stampin' Up! Logo side, and I have it on here with the Stampin' Up! Logo on top. Now, whenever you use one of our 3D embossing folders, you need a specialty plate, a plate number 4. All right, oh, Miss Carol, okay, who was asking if I can ink with an ink pad, is watching from Connecticut. Okay, so a specialty plate. Now that comes with the purchase of a Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. If you have another embossing machine with the same size plates, for example, the Big Shot, you can purchase a specialty plate separately. So let's pull this out and place this on here, and then go ahead and crank it through. These hybrid embossing folders are just so awesome. Die cut and embossed, and now we've added the level, stepped it up by being able to put ink on it. And let's take this off. Look at that. It is outlined. Okay. It is outlined in black. Very cool. Very, very cool. All right, so let me put this aside. And you know, when I do that, let's do a little bit of business because I want to show you what we're doing for the drawing this evening and talk about a couple of things because, wow, it's really a busy time of the year with Stampin' Up. And so the September through December Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog is ending. Let me come back to me instead of just watching my hands. Huh? Okay, so the September through December Stampin' Up! Mini Catalog is ending tomorrow, January 3rd, 2024, and there are discounts for products up to 60% off on select products. And Miss Sharon says, so cool it is. And Miss Linda, nice. And so you'll want to get on over and check that out. See what all is there before things get gone and you're wishing you, like, oh, I missed it. And also I have on my blog, there are 7 bundles that are carrying over to who knows when. I don't know if they're going to be in the next holiday catalog or some of them say online exclusives. A couple of them did, I think, a couple products. I don't know when they'll show up there. So, but the bundle discount, not carrying over. And so the savings really adds up. And I have all those pictured on my blog. If you want to go and scroll through, it's not too terribly far down. And, Miss Alexandra. Oh, so sweet. And check that out because that, you know, those discounts add up and then you'll have it. And, all right, so that's ending. And so that means a new mini catalog is starting. And we were just talking about that, right? We've got the Celebration and, oh, okay, you can see up in the corner. We've got Celebration and the Spring Mini, January through April, starting on Thursday, January 4th, 2024 in my online store. Okay, so Miss Bonnie asked a good question. How do I clean it? I just go to the sink because I'm using water-based inks and just rinsed it right off. And the same thing with my brayer, the water just rinsed it right off. I didn't need any cleaner or anything. So that works really well for cleaning that off. And your questions are always welcome. Okay, so anyway, Celebration, you know, that is the best time of year. It's like Christmas for us. We did all the work, right? Buying gifts, wrapping gifts, making the dinners, making it all come together. Now it's like Christmas for us. We get the gifts. So for every 50 or 100, depending on the product, and it tells you in the catalog, you know, you get for free, and absolutely for free. You don't even pay shipping or sales tax. And but there are a couple other things going on with Celebration besides just those free gifts. If you join my team during Celebration, yay, you get your choice of, you know, they've got a glass mat, a cleaning cloth, and a silicone do job, or $30 more in products added to your order. I know which my preference is. And there's a hosting one. You really don't truly even have to host. But if you do a $300 order all alone or with some other people, and if you'd like to do that, I can set up a host code for you. And you get $30 more added to your Stampin' Rewards, your free gifts with purchase. That's on top of the Celebration gifts. It's just the coolest time of year, Celebration. Oh my goodness. Okay, and Stampin' Storage. I forgot to mention that. Okay, so do you see, oh, let's come back. I'm so excited. I've just got so many things I'm talking about because it's just so busy right now. So with this, you know, my dies, they come on a sheet that has tape on it. Well, instead I transfer onto these magnetic sheets and I get them at Stampin' Storage, and they just cling, and that just really reduces your risk of losing anything. And then today they announced for the whole month of January, they're having 15% off site-wide, and so I ordered a whole lot more. But I got the sleeves a friend was telling me about. And as soon as I get that, I will share that with you. So if you're watching me on YouTube, there's a link under the video to Stampin storage. Using my affiliate link, I'll get a little something if you go ahead and use that. It won't cost you a penny more to use that, but I'll just get credit for it, for telling you about it and sending you over there. So I'd really appreciate it if you did that. Okay, so one more thing, our drawing. And it's good that I'm back on the screen. So what I'm going to do this evening, now this Stampin' Up rules, sorry about that, but Stampin' Up, their U.S. demonstrators can only ship products to a U.S. address, current or retired. That's just the way it is. So for my drawing this evening, though, and so everyone who's commenting will be entered into that, and hopefully this time remember to put it on the screen because it's really cool. You'll get your choice of one of these stamp sets. So you'll get to pick what you'd like. I've got the For Being You. So we got thanks for all you do, thanks for being you. Something to say. We've got the greeting and the sentiment, and we'll have the drawing at the end. Got treats, so cute, oh my goodness. So we've got all the seasons covered here, and Swan Lake. So you'll get your choice. So we'll do this at the end. And so we're having some comments coming in about the hybrid embossing folder, and yes, it is a wow. And I see there's another one in there, the name's escaping me, with hearts. Okay, so I believe, got my little notes here so I wouldn't forget things. I'm a little hyper tonight. So let's bring back all these elements that are ready to go. We've got our pretty background, and I'm going to put this on more shaded spruce. I think I can come in a little closer now so you can see better. Wow, that was really fast. Don't get seasick. And, oh, look what I have here. I did forget to tell you about something. This paper, how cute is this? Chris Neal, oh, what's your hashtag? You know what? Not doing a hashtag this evening for the drawing. Just a comment will get you in. The hashtag only allows the people who use the hashtag, and it was just too much explanation. I was so glad I didn't have to use this. Now, this is from the Be Mine 12 by 12 Designer Series paper in the January through April mini catalog. Let me show you the patterns. So this is the one I just showed you. I used a whole bunch of it, so I don't have the second sheet. Cute, cute, cute. And I am having a Designer Series paper share and the accessories too. And so if you're watching on YouTube, there's a link under the video to that. Can you see that? Those are the little vapor trails. And you get a very generous portion of all of the Designer Series paper in the Spring Mini Catalog. And you can add the accessories to it and just have a nice sampling of everything in there. Aren't these great? And so the Be Mine 12 by 12 paper is part of my paper share. And so I'll be ordering for that Thursday. So if you can get that taken care of this evening or tomorrow, that would be great. Okay, so, and our Thinking of You. And I feel like I'm forgetting something, but we'll find out as I start putting it together. All right. So here is our piece of white. I'm trying to remember why I have this. It's probably just left over from all that I was cutting on. All right, so we need to bring back the Shaded Spruce Classic Stampin' Pad. We're going to pick this up, slide that in, and yeah, we don't want to mess it up at this point. And bring back my leaf. So we'll come over here, stamp. And the cutout one will go up over here. I don't want it to be the identical just from corner to corner, so let's turn it a little bit more. It'll still be in the corner, but not that same direction. I don't think that would look so natural. There we go. That's looking a lot more natural. Now we are done. And click. Okay. So now I'm done stamping, and because I'm warm, I'm going to go ahead and take these off. Whew, I'm still blushing. Okay, so let's build this up, and we will start with our watermelon. And what I have here is my Stampin' Seal. Put my finger where it's a little opaque right there. It's just a good place to hold. And come up over here. We won't go all the way down to the bottom or be completely centered. Let's just do that. Fantastic. And then we have our leaf. All right, sometimes I have to give it a little bit of help. So in case you're joining us a little bit late, or joining us now, we're just so glad you're here, but I am having a drawing, and how you get entered into that is by leaving a comment. Okay, so this was my least favorite one. So we will put that right about there. Okay, looking at my sample. And isn't that cute? Oh my gracious. So let's go ahead and use some more. I always put the adhesive on the piece that I'm layering, not the one I'm layering to, because I could have easily gone too far over and then I'd have a sticky mess. All right, Miss Francis, this is my first time live, but I follow you on YouTube. Oh, thank you. And she's just so happy I demonstrated the hybrid. Just the coolest thing. And Miss Laura, I love watermelon stamps. I don't know if I remember us ever having one before. Do you remember that? I don't recall one, and I just thought it was really pretty anyway, because distinctive are my favorite, but when I saw this card in a muted version, I'm like, oh, I absolutely have to have that. Okay, so let's go ahead and some more. That paper's so cute. Oh my goodness. And so if you go over to my blog, stampingsmiles.com, the top post right now, as of this video, is my paper share. So you can see all about that. And this paper will be included. Very nice. And so then we're going to give it a little bit of lift with my favorite accessory, which is an accessory, but it feels like it. Stampin' Dimensionals, these foam adhesive dots. Okay, oh, I can tell you about that in a second. Let's just keep going. All right, and so an easy way to get these up, if they're not coming up for you already, like that isn't, just press down with your thumbnail. That makes that edge pop up. Super easy to get off. Okay, there we go. And then I want to show you this. I also tried it. Let me come in a little bit closer. Maybe you can then see better to compare. I also tried it in Shaded Spruce. And because I'm thinking, oh, it'd be coordinated. I end up liking the black better, but I wanted you to see both. And the black picked up the black from the watermelon seeds, where this blended in more. So your choice. But both are just nice dark colors. So this time what I want, I don't see them, I know they're here somewhere. We'll bring these back. This will work just fine. If I could see them on my table. Mini glue dots, nice down here at the, on that Y, but it'll be okay. So let's do this. Miss Molly says she loves the bead designer series paper. Well, yes, it is so nice. And so then we'll come over here, and it covers up some of that, and there we go. That I'm going to end up using this Thoughtful Moments hybrid a lot. It die cuts around it, so we're able to have a greeting, but not overtake the picture. Isn't that fantastic? And so you'll be able to get the Watercolor Melon stamp set absolutely for free with a $50 order starting Thursday, 2024, January 4th, 2024, in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com. And helping you get to that $50 purchase will be the fabulous Thoughtful Moments hybrid embossing folder that has the embossing folder and the dies. And of course, grab the brayer. So you'll be up to 50 before you know it. And you know, I didn't say there is no limit to how many free celebration gifts with purchase that your orders can earn. And Miss Chris says, this is such a cute card. It is. If you have the catalog, you can see it. Now here, I did this card last week. No, actually, yesterday, I guess it went out. And so you can do it. It doesn't always have to be on white. I did it on color on here. You know, so I've got the boho blue cardstock with the misty moonlight. And so that outlines it. Or white, you know, it just depends on your project. Just a really cool embossing folder. And it is so cool. I'm a little concerned that it could go on back order. So January 4th, get on over to my online store. Let's not let it run out because you're absolutely going to want it. Miss Linda, so cute. Your cards are always, oh my goodness, always so cute. I'd love to take credit for this one. I just made it more vibrant than the sample in the Celebration catalog and simplified it. Didn't do quite as many steps and all that cutting, and you know, a lot more vibrant, but it is a very pretty card. All right, so let's go to our drawing. So I'll keep it on here. And for everyone who's made a comment, you'll be entered into a drawing for your choice of to a U.S. address. Okay, the Swan Lake stamp set, the Got Treats stamp set, Something to Say stamp set, or for Being You. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and let's go over and do the drawing, but I need to add it to the stage so you can see what I saw. There we go. And let's see, I may need to go over here and draw. Okay, there we go. But you can see it, which is really very, very nice. Oh, Miss Marcia's here. Hi, Marcia. Miss Linda Lowe, all right, is our winner this evening. And so look, this is what I'm going to have you do. So Miss Linda, if you live or have a U.S. address, send an email to me, Shelly@stampingsmiles.com. I got on the screen, so you can hurry. You can jot that down, and with your full name, mailing address, and which one of the stamp sets you would like for me to send to you. So I'm hoping that's up there long enough for you to get that. And you know what? If not, I'm going to go ahead and post this on your name on my Facebook page. There we go. I'm back. And so what a full evening. Oh my goodness. Loving this and that hybrid embossing folder, just everything about it. We're getting congratulations for Miss Linda. Oh, and she's all excited, so I'm thinking she has a U.S. address. That's fantastic. Okay, so January 4th, 2024, you can order in my online store, www.shopwithshelly.com, that Thoughtful Moments Hybrid Embossing Folder, and so much more. Oh my goodness, the whole spring mini will be opened up to you and earn free celebration gifts. No limit for every 50 to or 100, and no limit. And if that order gets to 300, you could do that all day long. You get to add another $30 in free products. So thank you so much for coming and joining me and putting up with me messing up. Oh, Miss Linda, she lives in California. Fantastic. So I'll be hearing from you in a bit, and I'll know which one of those to send in the mail to you. All right. So I could keep chatting for a second. I'm going to see if there are any questions. I'm told I don't give you time to answer. Miss Bonnie says, thanks, Shelley. Great card. Okay, Miss Linda. Yes, I can post that again. Here we go. Here's how you get a hold of me. But like I said, if you don't jot that down, I'll go over to my Facebook page, which is facebook.com/stampingsmiles, and also post it there too. Okay, Miss Linda, I'm hoping you got that. Yeah, who's writing it down until they know they're the winner, right? Oh, I didn't want to do that. Okay, I wanted to come back. There we go. Well, thank you for joining me. I am just loving doing the live tutorials with me. I just get so excited, maybe a little overexcited, and just have so much fun, and the interaction is fantastic. So I've been chatting for a little bit, and so I don't see any questions, but you know that your questions are always welcome. I'm Shelley Godby, teaching you how to create hand stamped smiles. Thanks for watching.